Yeah, he said he'll take anything. Well, you know what, Jeremy? I mean, we would need many days like today in order for this to fill up, as empty as it is.
Yeah, definitely. We need several weeks of it, really. We've got exceptional drought conditions across much of South Texas. This is going to provide a huge dent, though, so that'll help a little bit. Of course, we don't need all this at one time. We've got flooding rains moving in, some already seeing that right now. And it's pretty gloomy outside. We do have cooler temperatures, so a little break if you're happening to use that AC over the past few days. We're in the 60s now. San Antonio 69, Stinson at 68 degrees. You see all the gray, and we're looking out far in the distance, and you can't see a whole lot out there because it is just too rainy and too misty where it's not raining. Winds are a little gusty, too. Southeast at 25 miles per hour, higher gusts than that because that heavy rain is falling across San Antonio right now. And the dew point at 66, that humidity well up there, now in the 90% range. That was much lower last hour, but with that rain now here, it's definitely gone up. Where we have the rain, we have the cooler temperatures, much more green on this map than the previous hour. 69 San Antonio, 66 for Hondo and also Pleasanton. Uvalde at 65, Del Rio warmer at 74. We're seeing warmer temperatures actually in the north and the northeast. New Braunfels 81 degrees, Gonzales 78, and San Marcos 79, Fredericksburg at 77 degrees. Here is the flood watch we're talking about. This is in place through Friday morning. All the counties shaded in green. Basically, counties south of Bexar County and to the east, that's where we could see isolated amounts of 6 to 8 inches of rain. Area wide from San Antonio southward, we're expecting about 2 to 4 inches. But again, we're under the gun for this all the way through Friday morning. It clears out Friday afternoon. Rain is now here. You see much of Bexar County now covered in rain. The oranges and the reds, the heaviest of the rain. You see some lightning strikes, none of it severe. We have a very slight risk for severe storms in the evening. Not so much now, though, because these storms are just mainly producing the heavy rain. That's going to be the big story. Most of Bexar County covered with that moderate to heavy rain now, back westward towards Hondo. Pearsall moving out for now. It's been back building behind it, but we do have a little break behind it. All this thanks to an area of low pressure that's tracking just south of San Antonio and Bexar County. The center of it, you kind of see the rain moving up from the south. On the eastern side of that, that's from Lake City towards Beeville and Pleasanton. Cuero starting to see some of that heaviest of the rainfall right now, too. And we're going to see this through the next few hours during the evening. Highest chance for any flooding over the next few days. The further to the south you are, San Antonio, a slight risk for flooding. And further to the south, Cotulla, Tilden, a moderate risk. It's very rare to get a high risk for the flooding, so that moderate is really pretty high. In addition to that, we have that slight risk for severe storms, mainly tomorrow in our southern tier of counties. The main threats out of those storms, strong wind and large hail, but that threat few and far between. That rain will be the bigger story. Future cast starts you out at 7 tonight. Still have the rain in about the same spot. Not quite as widespread, but if you do have plans this evening, definitely going to want to bring an umbrella with you, some galoshes or a raincoat, or try to cancel if at all possible. It's just rainfall, though, for the most part, so heavy rainfall. Give yourself extra time if you're driving as well. By tomorrow morning, a lot of that starts to clear on out. We do see some heavy rain moving out. Eastern counties seeing it later than the western counties. Here we are tomorrow morning at drive time, just a few isolated showers. By the afternoon, rain in pretty much the same spot as what we're seeing right now. It takes its time moving out. And then finally, as we head towards Friday morning and Friday afternoon, we'll have that last batch of heavy rain move through and out. And once that happens by Friday afternoon, sun comes back, as does some of that warmth as well. And how much rain are we expecting? Well, the most of it down to the south. Again, widespread 2 to 4 inches, isolated areas of 6 to 8 inches. So the forecast this evening storms and some showers, most of it shutting off by around midnight, 63 the overnight low. For tomorrow, a high of 69 degrees. We'll have those isolated showers and storms throughout the morning and possibly more so into the afternoon. Weather impact alert days today and tomorrow into Friday. Highs Friday go back into the 70s. The weekend looks dry with highs in the 80s, and we stay dry for the most part for the rest of the forecast. Just a few chances for rain as we head into the next Thursday and also Sunday. If you are doing that driving on the roadways, it is wet out there. We're seeing some isolated areas, very heavy rain and even some flooding on the roadways there. We're looking at that traffic that is 90 and Couples on the west side. You can see everything pretty much moving along nicely, but looks like I believe that's going west a little heavier with that traffic. So give yourself more time out there this afternoon.